Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Notre Dame's offense will have the first possession of the game. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC, this is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast, something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The jeweled shillelagh.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Irish send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So USC's offense has the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. Working that left side now. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They keep attacking through the air. Complete to the right. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now from inside the red zone. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Moss. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the Jeweled Shillelagh. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, what a move. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Offense gets set for second down. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Irish! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. To the air, it's Moss. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man and they convert. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's open on the right. And a nice grab with the defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got it and still on his feet. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Back to throw, it's Moss. And it's caught! Touchdown, USC! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a flag in the holding zone. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to get outside. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Catch in the middle, it's Collins. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking for a man. It's Moss. He's got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Working on the right. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game.